Happy New Year, everyone! A few months ago, I did a full review of the 30 Days Lost in Space kit from Inventor.io. Although I reviewed the 30 Days kit highly, I pointed out all the things that disappointed me about the kit. For 2024, the company updated all the videos in the course. In this video, I'm going to highlight my original complaints and how they were addressed in version 3. You don't want to miss this. Now, while I'm sure Dr. Lysenko is a very accomplished narrator and speaker, in the videos he came across as lacking a little bit of confidence, umming and ahhing a lot, and he was clearly reading notes from off-camera to one side.
Because the holes are connected, electricity can flow from one component to another just as it would on a soldered circuit board. The advantage of a breadboard, of course, is that you can reposition your components and wires easily without having to desolder and resolder connections. Ideal for prototyping or, in this case,
as you can see, all the tutorial videos have been redone. In the earlier version of the kit, we witnessed Dr. Greg Lysenko struggling without a decent script. But now they have a professional actress playing the computer AI named Astrid. These videos are highly polished and the script is witty and clever. It's easy and fun to listen to Astrid's explanations. In the videos, there are now 3 narrators: Astrid, also someone who walks us through the programs, but Dr. Lysenko is still featured. There he is, talking us through the final circuit. And as a digression, version 3 provides the files to 3D print a very handy plastic control panel. This conveniently holds the hero board in place, the breadboard, and has little holders for the components. I like this a lot. This is a great addition. The videos were a little amateurly produced. The graphics looked like they were out of games from the 1980s. Now, as already shown, the videos are so much more professional now, and those 1980s game graphics have been replaced by much cooler looking graphics that look like they could have come out of NASA. The original wiring diagrams are still there, and in many cases they've been improved by including some text labels to make it all clearer. And every now and then there are some summary videos reminding us what has been learned so far. This is a great addition too. And also some movie sequences to make it all the more exciting. They also lost a few opportunities to make it a little bit more exciting. For example, when they're showing you how to light up LEDs, and they could have done something a bit more creative with the OLED display. If I zoom in on the OLED screen in this, one of the later lessons, you can see how much they improved the graphics on screen. This really keys into the scenario and makes it less like we've built a circuit and more like we really are building a flight and landing computer. Fun stuff. They could have explained more of the science behind it. Here are some sample videos where Astrid talks about the circuit components and the science behind them. Yes, I'm so glad they did more of this. It should not be just about building a circuit, but learning about the electronic theory behind it. They really did improve this with version 3.
The switches are all housed in a single box and can be toggled on or off independently. You may think of this like a tiny panel of light switches, each controlling a separate room in a miniature dollhouse. Its job is to make sure our circuit behaves properly when the switch is off. Without it, our switch being in the off position could cause our circuit to get all wonky. Imagine it like a crowd of electricity not knowing where to go and causing a ruckus.
Programming. Now, as a software engineer, maybe I'm a bit biased here, but I felt the programs were a little primitive, a little hastily thrown together. I imagine they're not easy to understand for laymen and were frankly quite confusing in many places. And I felt myself scratching my head going, why are they doing it this way? The program listings are still there in each lesson, but this time they've added a lot more comments to the programs, explaining what they do and some of the specifics. At first glance, these comments can look overbearing, but they really do help to understand. As a nice touch, they have both a listing with the full comments and also a shorter program with all the comments stripped out, if you just want to cut and paste from that or see the program in a more terse, easy to read form. When the instructor talks us through each program, he includes much more detail and explanations than before. I think this is going to help a lot less people get confused or lost. Now, in my opinion, he has a tendency to over-explain, and things can get a little dry to listen to, but it's much better to have the full explanation. The programs are of a higher standard too, considerably better programming practices, and clearer, more logical code. I'm so glad they improved this. But the problem is that they didn't really bring this scenario into the lessons in a very credible way, leaving yourself wondering, what has this got to do with the scenario? They've made a valiant attempt to pull the scenario of your crashed spaceship into the lessons, offering some explanations for a few things, like needing to secure logins into the ship's computer to fend off hacking from aliens. Also, the encryption lesson is better explained as more of a system error that needs solving. And of course, the videos also pull us into the story. At the end of the course, the kit producer, presumably the CEO of Inventor.io or someone like that, records a lengthy video explaining why they updated the kit course, thanking the actors, and thanking the vibrant maker community and everyone who bought the kit and provided feedback. He rambles a bit for my liking and really could have done with a teleprompter instead of gazing at his computer off to one side, but I appreciate the sentiment of his video and his desire to build a community around this kit. All in all, version 3 makes this an even greater buy than it was before. They've done a great job with the update. You don't need to rebuy the kit, just log into the website and follow version 3 of the course for free. Very well done. I can't wait to see what these guys make next. If you find my reviews helpful, please give the videos a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.